The American Civil War stands as one of the most transformative periods in U.S. history, fundamentally reshaping the nation's social, economic, and political foundations. The conflict centered on slavery, which created a stark division between free and slave states. The slave states encompassed a significant portion of the South, including Alabama, Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, Kentucky, Louisiana, Mississippi, Missouri, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Texas, and Virginia, each playing a crucial role in the unfolding drama of the nation's bloodiest conflict. The economic structure of these slave states operated on a distinct model that was entirely dependent on enslaved labor, primarily for agricultural production. Cotton emerged as the dominant crop, earning the nickname King Cotton, though tobacco and sugar also played vital roles. This plantation-based economy created a deeply stratified society where roughly 25% of white families owned enslaved people, and an even smaller elite class of wealthy planters controlled the vast majority of enslaved people. The American Civil War emerged from deep divisions between free and slave states, fundamentally reshaping the nation's political, economic, and social landscape. The conflict crystallized around the institution of slavery, with northern free states and southern slave states developing increasingly divergent societies and economies that would ultimately prove incompatible within a single nation. In the North, free states built their economy on industrial development and small-scale farming. Cities like New York, Boston, and Philadelphia became manufacturing powerhouses, producing textiles, machinery, and other goods. The Northern economy attracted waves of European immigrants who provided labor for factories and settled new farmland. This created a more diverse, urbanized society with a growing middle class of merchants and skilled workers. By 1860, the North possessed approximately 90% of the nation's manufacturing capacity, most of its banking institutions, and a sophisticated railroad network connecting major cities. The South, in stark contrast, remained predominantly agricultural and rural. The American Civil War represents one of the most pivotal and transformative periods in United States history, fundamentally reshaping the nation's social, political, and economic landscape. This devastating conflict, which claimed over 600,000 American lives between 1861 and 1865, tested the very foundations of democracy and human rights in ways that continue to resonate today. At its core, the war emerged from deep-seated tensions between two increasingly divergent societies. The northern states had evolved into an industrial powerhouse, with factories, railroads, and urban centers driving economic growth. Meanwhile, the South remained predominantly agricultural, its economy and social structure built upon the institution of slavery.